Welcome everybody. What are some of the ways that fasting can affect your brain and your mental health? I think you're going to love learning about what the brain and the nerve cells are doing for you while you fast. By the end of this video, you'll have some valuable information about the effects that fasting has on the hormones and the cells in your brain. If you're interested in getting to the truth about health or science or religion or any other related topic, please go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button so you can be notified when I post new videos. There are two types of intermittent fasting: dry fasting and water fasting. With water fasting, you can drink water, but the Ramadan fast is called a dry fast because you abstain from both food and water. And it's called intermittent fasting because it's done at regular intervals. Both types of fasting have a profound effect on how your brain works and even increases production of nerve cells. The brain is a pretty amazing place, and we're discovering it does some pretty amazing things. One of them is that during fasting, it kicks into gear and actually increases production of certain substances. And one of these substances is a protein called Brain Derived Neurotrophic Factor, or BDNF. This protein actually helps to keep the nerve cells working and growing, but it also enhances their function. It improves the brain circuitry, increases the production of nerve cells, and protects the brain cells from a premature death. It also increases what is known as brain plasticity. Brain plasticity is the brain's ability to create new pathways that give you many benefits, including adapting and learning. BDNF essentially helps to rewire your brain, and this brain plasticity happens even at the level of the synapse. So what is the synapse? A synapse is the junction between nerve cells that allows for impulses to travel from one nerve to the next. BDNF controls excitability and regulation at the synaptic level, so we can modify our responses to certain stimuli or events, sort of fine-tune our mood depending on the situation we're in. And we can control our moods better by either reducing or increasing the chemical response at the level of the nerve cell to adapt to our environment. It also helps with learning, memory, and focusing on a task. So what else does BDNF do? It combats a process called excitotoxicity in the brain. And as you might have guessed, excitotoxicity isn't a good thing. So what is it? Excitotoxicity is the process by which neurons are damaged and killed by overactivation of nerve cell receptors in the brain. Under normal circumstances with normal brain cells, chemicals known as neurotransmitters are released at the level of the synapse, and this allows impulses or information to be passed from one cell to the next. Excitotoxicity causes overstimulation of the neurons due to excessive release of certain chemicals, and it damages and kills your brain cells in the process. And what happens when there's a reduction in the BDNF? Well, there's a correlation between low levels of BDNF and certain diseases. Low levels of BDNF are associated with neurodegenerative diseases such as Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis, and Huntington's disease, and even depression. Decreased levels of BDNF also have an effect on learning, and BDNF decreases with age. There are several ways to increase BDNF, and you're doing one of them right now by fasting. So keep up the good work. In the next short video, I'll tell you about the results of a scientific study from 2017 in which the subjects were Muslims who were fasting during the month of Ramadan. Until then, take care, have a blessed and wonderful day of fasting, and also in increasing your BDNF. See you soon.